Hey there. This is Ari Menard with Monks of the Way, and I'd like to talk about something. I'm out here at beautiful Lake Pleasant, and it's about Memorial Weekend. I believe that starts tomorrow or the next day. So there's a decent amount of people out here. Anyway, the topic is, oh, and the lake's not behind me, although I could have done that. This was an easier vantage point. Nice for you also to see cactuses and mountains in the background. So the grand abiding is the Compassion Sutta, basically made into a meditation. And I'm going to put it to you that Buddha was a clever dude, pretty clever. And I think it's pretty clear that he put a meditation into one of his talks. He was saying in the Compassion Sutta, he's prepping you by saying, these are the qualities of compassion and kindness. These are the qualities of love that a person should have. And then he goes into saying that, from all the way things unimaginably large and things unimaginably small, all creatures, all living things, visible, invisible. Uh, he's saying that you should basically transmit love, shower it on them, from the highest to the lowest, the deep. He's going through it this way. Now, obviously, he's not talking about physically running around and trying to transmit love to every creature in this thing. I think it's pretty obvious that he's talking about a meditation. What I have done is added to that, uh, made, since I'm talking about specifically a meditation and not just giving a talk about compassion and kindness, I can do more with it. I have a personal meditation I do that I'll share. First, I'm going to talk about the grand abiding, and that's basically what it is. And then I'm going to describe for you the meditation, which is opening the lotus, much more complex and defined, and multiple methods. So I'm going to describe it, and then in a different video, I will go through it actually happening and tell you what's happening. But I can't go through it and tell you all these wonderful details and methods while I'm trying to do it. It's going to be so extraneous, so much extra information that nobody's going to be able to concentrate if they're trying to follow what I'm doing. At least that's my opinion, is almost nobody would be able to benefit very much from it. I could increase the value of it very much by making 2 videos, so that's what I'm doing. So for the grand abiding, first, you want to start at a calm. Find a calm, and then you want to come down to the base of yourself. And if you're going to be doing the chakra or kundalini business, then you should start with the bottom, which is red, and prime it with energy and start like circular feeling and rise up and go through each sphere to the top and out, with the love. But if not, you could be. Some people are visual, some people are not visual. So you could be doing this with your sense of touch, reaching out, and then imagining that sense of touch touching all living things throughout the universe. You could visualize, as I primarily tend to do. I do all of it, but when you're starting out, you probably want to focus on one of the senses that you are most comfortable with, and maybe let the other ones naturally blend in. So visualizing is what most people do, because most people are visual. We have a decent sized visual cortex evolutionarily, and but some people don't have the ability to visualize, their brain just doesn't work that way. If you tell them to imagine an apple, uh, you ask them if they imagined it, they say yes. Um, some people will be able to tell you what color it was. Some people didn't see a picture of an image of an apple in their mind at all. They just had in their mind what an apple is. And it's a different way of comprehension. So don't discount people because they have a different way of comprehension. Certainly, um, it may seem like a disability, but there's no evidence that that's the case. It's just different. So I would say visualize, and this energy, want to, by the time it gets up here, or if you haven't been using chakras, it starts just in the chest, and you visualize the chest, like probably a gold or a white light of this manifestation of this compassion and kindness, this love that you are, energy that you are accumulating, that you are generating, and it should be like a calming, like a soft energy, and it comes out the top, like I said, with the chakra, or it's there. If you can't get it primed, want to think about things like, how people should be good to each other, about how there are people that you care about, things that you love about them. Get this feeling, this emotion, this energy primed, started rolling, generating. And once it's generating more and more, and then if you're doing with the chakras or not, you want to take this energy and shower it down to all the living things like a snow, like a sparkles ish that are on fire coming down and all appearing everywhere in the universe and falling down and contacting these living things, basically being of the same or a finer energy to energize them, like water pouring into a glass. And should be the feeling, um, and it should calm, nourish, make happy these living things. So it's coming down these sparks like tiny, impossibly compact energy spots. And we're talking about the universe, so these spots are probably really pretty big. And you're imagining. So, I'm not saying this is reality, this is happening. But we'll go through that at the end here in a little bit. So you're doing that, and you're imagining that there are impossibly big and impossibly small life that you don't even know exists, and that they are also getting this benefit. And you're generating, showering, and being calm, and being without thought, continuous thought about stuff. When you started with that calm, that's when you probably should have started restricting the thought. And so there's a lot of ground you can cover with this meditation. A lot of things here. You have silence meditation, you have thought focus, you have visualization meditation, you have projection meditation, you have chakra meditation. You have a number of specialty things here that are all coming together in here, and you can do what you do. So the primary thing that I talked about, the chest, the love, the showering, that can be your baseline, your start. And you can do this for about, I would say, 10, 15 minutes, and on the outside, up to 30 minutes. I find that most meditations reach their productive point at about 30 minutes of practice. And after that you don't find very much productivity at all, that you might as well have stopped, taken what you had, and started again next time. In any case, to continue with the meditation, there are methods. Instead of the visualization of the rain, it could have been just the sense of feel. It could have been just thinking without the images, doing this same thing. And that's harder for me to explain since I'm not as familiar with that as I am visualization. However, I'm not going to explain it because people that do it understand the way they think, and people that don't have much for this purpose reason to understand. So we won't go there. So we have this sense of touch, we have thought, visualization. You can even do hearing. And certainly if you had the ability, it would be interesting to do each sense by itself as a focus and see, but that's maybe a different time. So you do this and there are benefits. Am I saying that you're going to magically change the world as you meditated on compassion and kindness and you tried to share that energy? No, I'm not saying that's a reality. Am I saying that's not a reality? I am not saying that's not a reality. What I'm saying is that there's a here and a now. We should focus on that. And there's what we know, don't know. And there's even what we don't know, we don't know. In this case, we know that it has definite mental health benefits. It, of course, will help you with visualization, with focus. It will, in the areas that I mentioned, of basic meditation, it'll help you, and it will help your capacity for compassion and kindness. We are very much able to condition ourselves, and so some of what you're doing is you're conditioning yourself in a good way, on purpose, which is much better than on accident, much better than however you just might get conditioned by society, however you might get conditioned by media, by your culture, your politicians, your politics, your religion, all of this stuff. So this is coming from a secular Buddhist perspective. So yes, I do believe things that I don't have a factual basis for, other than factual basis that I have proof that it's wise, productive, and good for everybody. At that point, I think those beliefs are academic, whether they're true or not. Who would not want a person to do better and to help make the world a better place? I don't know, or stop them from doing such. I don't know. So those are basically the concepts of the opening of the lotus. So you go through that, and then at the end, you're going to go back to the place you started from. So you're going to let any pressure, excess energy, release and be part of the shower, the emission. And then just sit in a neutral state, for a while there, and then go back down to that silence and that calm and having no focus of any of that stuff. Just being, again. And then from there, slowly awaken into the normal state, and you're done. So, at first, it might seem like either this is an extremely simple or an extremely complex meditation, but any beginner can do it and get benefits from it. And I don't know that I've met a master of meditation that would say that you can't take that meditation to a fantastic degree of skill, of ability. So that's that. And take a look at the meditation where I actually do it, describe what I'm doing, and I probably will throw stuff in there that I forgot to put in here. And I probably will not throw something in, I'll forget to mention something that I mentioned in here. Anyway, I hope it bless you and yours. You have a great day. It's a great day to be alive.